the bit where I get to sort of talk about my feelings and emotions in front of a room full of people whilst it's all being filmed. If I do get emotional, I'll know that I should have taken my brother-in-law Ro's advice to have a pre-cry session, get all the tears and emotions out before I have to do this. I didn't in the end. He showed me the material that he was going to use to make him cry. And the fact that Ronaldo and Drake never message you back on Instagram isn't really a reason for me to get upset. I wanted to thank you all for coming today. It means so much to Tara and myself that so many of you have come to celebrate our wedding with us. I want to give a shout out to those of you who have travelled from overseas, from the Americas, from the Caribbean, from Canada and New Zealand to be here with us. The effort's very much appreciated, and thank you. The wedding is also an opportunity to remember those who can't be with us today. And so I'd like to ask you please to raise your glasses in remembrance of those over, particularly with the events over the last couple of years. One lady who I'd like to give a special mention to is my Chinese grandmother, who I'd love to introduce Tara to. She passed away in 2009, and I would have given anything to have her here with us today. So to absent friends and family, and to my grandmother, Gaynes. I also want to thank my groomsmen, Ro, Shin, and Ash, in no particular order, and my brother, Damon, my best man. Thank you, all of you, for your continued guidance, support, and friendship over the years. It means so much to me, and you are the very best friends that a man could ask for. We've had some great memories, some great times together. You threw me a cracking stag in Riga. I could have done without the sexy nurse outfit that you made me wear. I think the Latvians could have done without that as well. But you got me back in one piece, and I know that we'll have some great memories in the years to come. I also want to talk a bit about Tara's family, because they're such special people. They're so generous, open-hearted, welcoming. I felt like a part of the Harrapple family from the day I met them. I think it was a wise man who once stood up in front of friends and family at a gathering similar to this and said that he couldn't wait to join Tara's family because they were so special. Unfortunately, that didn't quite work out because it was Tara's ex-boyfriend, Ed. But I'm here today instead, so that's all.
I'm going to kill you.
But they have honestly made me feel so welcoming and so special. They're so eager to sort of help out at the drop of a hat without asking for anything in return. And it is a great honour and privilege to be able to call myself both a Harrapple and a Payne. Now to the main event. My new wife, Tara. You are absolutely stunning. You look so beautiful today. Not the 10 out of 10, the 50 out of 10 that you assured me you would be. Did I get that right? Is that how we practice it? Okay, good. You are basically the most intelligent person I've ever met, the most logical. It makes doing my day job much easier than arguing against you. And I just want to thank you for everything you do for me. I love you so much. You're my soulmate. You're my best friend. And I think the thing that I wanted to mention out of all the qualities you have is that you've overcome so much. You've achieved so much in your life. You've not had it easy. You've had a lot of things thrown your way. And I'm so proud of you. And you should be so proud of everything you've achieved. And I know that no matter what life has to throw at us, with you by my side, everything's going to be okay. Yeah. So if I could ask you please to raise a glass once more. To my wife, Tara, you're amazing and I love you so much. I'm now going to hand over to Sai and Kaiki, Tara's cousins, who want to say a few words. Thank you for listening.
Okay.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. It's so lovely to see you all here today to celebrate the marriage of Tara and Fahmi. So Tara, we've obviously known you our whole life and you've always been a big sister to us. I can't explain the amount of times that I've rung up Tara feeling stressed or upset and she has spent hours with me just talking to me and making sure that I'll feel okay. I honestly don't know what I'd do without you. We'd both be so lost without you. And you look so beautiful today. I actually spent quite a while bragging that I wouldn't cry today. And as soon as I saw her, I sobbed like a baby. And I started off a whole train. But honestly, I'm so happy for you both. Fahmi, since the day we met you, you've been so kind and generous, and we love you so much as well. And we honestly can't wish you anything but happiness and love in this journey together. Yeah. We're so excited for your future together. Like she said, we love you both very much. We're so happy. We've been waiting for this day for how long now? We know from the day we first met Fahmi, it was all on the same day. We were like, wow, look at that one. And I'm just so happy the day's finally come. Honestly, you are like a brother to us. And I'm so happy that you're finally being welcomed into the family officially. And yeah, we love you both so much. And I'm so excited for your future together.
Hello everyone. Hope you're all having a good day and will continue to do so into the evening. I just want to say, Tara, you look amazing. You look amazing. The groom also looks okay. I mean, he told me a few days ago, I can't wait for this to be over so I get to be left alone. So I think he looks pretty good considering. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Tara's brother, Rohan. This occasion is even more meaningful to me because Fahmi is one of my closest friends. If you're sitting there thinking, what the hell is a Fahmi? This is a loving nickname I gave him a number of years ago. One night we were pre-drinking and I started a rumor that he lived on a farm in Kent, which wasn't totally untrue, and me and my immature friends called him Farmer Curtis, and it's been shortened to Fahmi, and now I make everyone call him that. We first met in our early 20s via a close mutual friend, Ash, who we no longer really talk to. And we quickly bonded over our mutual heartbreak that we were going through at the time, which is quite depressing, I know. But we strengthened the bond once we discovered we had some mutual interests, such as our love of Michael Jackson, James Bond, and singing Cry Me a River at karaoke. You know, I've always had a lot of respect for you. The way your mind works, your wit, your sense of humor. I just want to thank you for always being there for me. Clearly, I did not pre-cry like I should have, but the hay fever's crazy today. I just want to thank you always being there, entertaining my stupidity, anything I need to run by you, and also your continued patience with the crazy family, because I know your standards are very high, and people like Sarita say things like, and I quote, "I only watch movies I've seen before." I feel like you've been part of my family for a very long time now, but I'm so happy to officially welcome you into the family and call you my brother. To the bride, when they first brought you home from the hospital, I hated you. She was this brand new thing everyone wanted to play with, make a fuss over. No one wanted to play with me anymore, so I did what I thought was best, and I told Mum to put her in the bin. I even opened the bin for Mum. It didn't happen. But growing up with Tara was interesting. She wasn't always the successful individual you see here today. At age 4 or 5, she would go around telling our family friends about her husband and kids that she supposedly had, and whatever mischief he was causing on that day. So if you caught her on a bad day, it would be some pretty bad stuff, whatever goes on in a 4-year-old's mind. She would rip up tissue paper, roll it up, and eat it, tell people she had chewing gum, or chigum as she called it. And when she didn't get her own way, she would chase me around the house, drop to the floor, start crying when she couldn't catch me. And then Mum would come into the room and hit me with a wooden spoon. So thank you for that. But when we weren't fighting, we were best friends. She would climb up on the counter and we would steal sweets from the cupboard, and I was the lookout. I'm not sure why we did it like that, because I've always been tall enough to reach everything. But that's what we did. So yeah, she was also, you've also been there for me when I've needed you, and I really appreciate that. As Fahmi alluded to, we have gone through some stuff, so I'm really thankful. I know I don't say it often, but I really do love you both. And yeah, as a couple, I've seen you both help and support each other through the challenging times, but also celebrate each other's successes. I truly believe you bring the best out of each other. And I'm really excited that you decided to embark on this journey, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish in the future. One last bit, Tara, I know it was a struggle initially with Fahmi being a massive geek. But all those years of playing magic has finally paid off, as he's pulled off the biggest trick in convincing you to marry him. Please, can everyone raise their glass and toast to Tara and Fahmi?
Thank you. That's amazing. Those of you who know me will know that my memory isn't good for anything except for memorizing notes for my actuarial exams, which is why I have this piece of paper with me. I want to start by saying thank you to every single person here. We're so happy that you could make it. In particular, much like Fahmi said, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all of our guests who have travelled from overseas to share our special day with us. For those of you who don't know, we have family and friends here from Guyana, Canada, the US, New Zealand and Greece. Thank you especially to my dad. Our day wouldn't have been the same without you. Some more thank yous need to go to Louisa and Lorna, our wedding planners, for the help they've given us in pulling this day together. Thank you so much. And finally, to my mum and Sai, who have been so incredibly helpful and said yes to all of my demands during this time. Thank you to my brother too, who put together the most comprehensive music spreadsheet playlist for the DJ I have ever seen in my life, with every single music genre you can think of. You really do take after Dad, as I'm sure you're pleased to know. And lastly, to my bridesmaids, thank you for your friendship and support over the years. You guys mean the world to me. I'd now like to say a few words about my husband. After 2.5 years of being engaged to you and not being able to plan our wedding due to COVID, it feels absolutely amazing to call you my husband. I'm so honoured that you chose me and you continue to choose me every day. We met 10 years ago and we've been together for 7 years now, which is a quarter of my life. Throughout the years we've been together, you've made me the happiest I've ever been. I felt incredibly lucky to always have you by my side. Much like Rohan and Fahmi said, you've also supported me through the most difficult times in my life so far. You've been there for it all. What I've learned throughout is that I can get through anything if I have you by my side. We make an amazing team, and I love what we've achieved in our time together and the life that we've built together, including buying our house a few years ago. You are incredibly handsome, witty and considerate. You've broadened my outlook on life and introduced me to things like Marvel. Though I'm sure you regret that now that you've seen how obsessed I am with Captain America and Thor. Don't worry though, you are much, much stronger. Thank you for always supporting my dreams, even when they're a bit rogue, including me wanting to sit 15 exams after my degree to qualify as an actuary, or me wanting to become a hand model. I really do appreciate your support. Now that we're married, one thing I'm not looking forward to is a lifetime of telling people my surname is Payne without the E, and also being lawyered by you in future arguments. But what I'm most looking forward to is continuing to travel the world with you, raising children with you, and growing old with you. I love you so much. And finally, to my brother, thank you for introducing me to the love of my life. And just so we're clear, I'm still not sorry for stealing one of your best friends. Cheers, everyone. Thank you.